Holy crap, both teams wanted this one bad. You could feel this right from the tip off. The electricity in the gym was amazing. SK War Dog met Queens Elite as two of the AL's finest teams clash head to head for the first time on the season. This one went down to the wire as expected. Both teams hustling for loose balls, throwing their bodies all over the court, throwing their butts into players' backs, doing whatever it took, scratch, claw, bite, in order to try to win this game. In the end, Queens Elite had just a little too much for the SK War Dog as QE moved to 3-1 and SK dropped under 500 at 2-3. A very unfamiliar position for this squad who is used to being near the upper echelon of the division from beginning to end. Losing record, weird. It certainly didn't seem like that would be the case as this game got out favorably for SK in the first quarter as they took a dominant 10-2 lead on a turnaround putback by Mo Guman, who led his team in scoring with 18 points and 16 rebounds to go with 2 blocks on the evening. After Danny Lee drove to make it 16-4, it really seemed QE was flat on this day. D. Lee would finish with 17 points, 2 dimes, and 2 steals. But in the second quarter, QE, the defending runner-ups, made their comeback as they dropped bombs from all over, with Chris Yoon dropping a 3 with 4:30 left about halfway through the second quarter to put Queens Elite up for the first time 20-18. And really from there, it was just a back and forth seesaw affair. The second quarter was sour for SK as they couldn't get their first point of the quarter until 4:22, just right before Chris Young made that triple. Before they only finished with 9 points in that quarter. Mo Guman would get going late in the second quarter as he dropped 3 straight buckets, but those were the only 3 field goals by SK as they went cold, and Queens Elite went into the half trailing just 27-26. So it was a whole new game at that point. Either side could win. And in the second half, it was indeed anyone's game. Both teams wanted it, and they proved it as they continued to grit and grind, hustle and flow. If it wasn't Y2K putting back his own rebound, for example, here on his way to an 18-point, 12 rebound, 3 assist, 4 steal effort, as the Ageless Wonder shows that he could do it still time and again, it was Kashmia dropping buckets, hitting 2 threes apiece in the third and fourth quarters on his way to 12 back half points as he finished with 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Back and forth again. Ace Wantana, late 3 in the third, giving his team a 42-39 lead on his way to 11 points and 3 assists, setting up a fourth to remember. That was a complete offensive explosion as the teams combined for 49 points. Again, in a seesaw affair, as one team would score, the other would come back. Neither side willing to give up anything, but something, of course, in the end had to be decided. Chris Yoon hit an and one with 4 minutes to play, putting his team up 56-52 as Yoon finished with 17 points and 5 rebounds. But then back would come Mo Guman with back-to-back scores from inside as he played a whale of a game from beginning to end. Chris Yoon would hit a triple late. Then SK would respond with something crazy, finally putting themselves up 57-56, which would prove to be their last lead of the game. And towards the end of that game, Vic Manocha, who finished with 7.6 boards, 3 assists, and 3 steals, did something crazy and called out his team's play on the court. So QE, of course, looked over, defended that well, came back, trailing, and put themselves up eventually on a move by Bada Hong down low with less than 2 minutes to go, and a game-icing triple by Leighton Quate, his only field goal of the game, which put them up 64-59, which was too much to overcome in the end for SK as they dropped it 69-66. An amazing game. I'm sweating talking about it right now. You had to be there to believe it.